So we're now less than 2 weeks away from SoFi's earnings, and we have to break down everything that you need to know in this video, what analysts are saying, the estimates for EPS and revenue, and I want to go over, of course, what I'm looking to do, the charts as well, and what an investment bank just said about SoFi. So guys, jam-packed video. Hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe and follow along for more content. And with that being said, cheers. Take a sip of your coffee. I appreciate you guys for tuning in as always, and let's dive into it. So it's about 12:30 p.m. right now on the East Coast when I'm making this video on this beautiful Thursday afternoon, and we have SoFi up about 0.75%, trading at $10.75, and it's been kind of flat the last couple of days. You guys can see SoFi's been hovering in the mid-high 10s, which honestly is not bad considering we've gotten pretty hit over the last couple of weeks. The stock went from $13, $14 all the way down to $9. So the fact that now we're kind of consolidating a bit, cooling off in the mid-high 10s, I'll take it. It's not a bad sign. Not a bad sign. And some would argue it's the calm before the storm. Maybe we get a big pop after earnings. We'll talk about that here in this video. But yeah, it's been kind of flat the last week. Not a bad sign. And you can see on the 1 hour time frame, we're trading slightly above the 180 moving average. And we do arguably have an inverse head and shoulders in the making. You guys see right here, we have the left shoulder. We have the head right here. We have the right shoulder. That's not a bad sign for the bulls. In fact, it's a good sign for the bulls. We just have to start breaking past 1150 and higher from that point for this to be a legitimate breakout, right? We'll see. Time will tell. Time will tell. But yeah, we're kind of consolidating in the short term. We're up a little bit on the day, not too bad, but not enough to constitute a breakout by any means. And on the 4 hour chart, we're still under the 180 SMA. Clearly, we've been under that now for a couple of weeks, and you'll notice here we're trading in this channel like we have been pretty much all year since the beginning, more like the middle to the end of January. Since that point, we've been trading in this downtrending channel with honestly no signs of it breaking as of now. But again, we have earnings coming up which could change everything. And by the way, they're not this upcoming Tuesday, but the Tuesday after that is when we're getting the earnings. For those that don't know or don't remember, the 29th of April. And I'm choking on my own words here, guys. Might be a sign to get some water. Cheers. All right. So 29th of April in the morning, that Tuesday, we're getting SoFi's earnings, and I want to share with you guys now what an investment bank is saying and the earnings estimates, the analysts, right? Revenue estimates, all that good stuff, and then we'll talk about what I'm doing at the end of the video. So this investment bank is actually recommending to buy SoFi stock, and I think it's William Blair. Let's come down here a little bit. Long-term investors should buy SoFi stock. According to investment bank William Blair, SoFi poses relatively little risk and can exploit its fairly unique products if a recession arrives. And we can see here SoFi's funding risk is relatively low because the company pays high interest rates on its deposits. That's good news. While it has taken multiple steps to ensure that it will not be hit by high default rates, according to William Blair, which that's something I agree with. And a professional banker shaking hands. That's just the picture here. I don't know why they wrote it out like that. But meanwhile, if a recession occurs, the fintech firm will probably focus on its rare fee-based products, the investment bank asserted. Among the offerings in this category are interchange revenue, loan fees, and platform lending. And if the company starts moving more quickly than expected towards these products, the valuation of SoFi stock could climb, according to William Blair. And they're not the only bullish investment firm. There's a lot out there, but I figured let me read you that one quickly. Investment bank, again, William Blair recommending to essentially buy SoFi. They're pretty protected even in a recession, which is exactly what you want to hear if you're owning SoFi stock, and especially if you're nervous about an upcoming recession, which we know Goldman Sachs says there's a 45% chance of a recession in the next 12 months. So this right here shows what analysts are saying, the price targets on Wall Street, and the recommendations, but the projections for earnings and revenues. So we can see right here, if I zoom in on this, a lot of analysts are putting SoFi at a hold right now, or they have it rated as a hold. So based on 19 analysts here on Yahoo Finance, 8 of them have it as a hold, so that's pretty much half. 4 of them have it as a buy. It looks like 2 of them have it as a strong buy, and maybe 2 of them have it as a sell, and 3 as an underperform. So we do have some sell ratings, a couple underperform ratings, but for the most part, you guys can see SoFi is rated or ranked as a hold, or rated, whatever you want to call it, as a hold, 4 as a buy, and I think 2 as a strong buy. 2 as a strong buy here, which is pretty much right in line with what I'm thinking. I'm not thinking it's an underperform or a sell. I'm more on the hold to buy side right now. I actually just bought more shares at $9.55 not too long ago on this recent drop. And looking at the price targets here, on Wall Street, the average price target is $13.04. The high is $20. The low is $5 per share. That's projecting another 50% drop from where we are now. I don't think we'll get that, but who knows? And currently, SoFi is trading at $10.65. So we're more towards the lower end of the analyst price targets on Wall Street. That doesn't mean necessarily we're gonna, just pop up just based on that, but it is worth mentioning we are on the lower end of the price targets on Wall Street here. And coming down to take a look now at earnings, what we all want to see here, guys. What are the estimates? Well, the earnings estimate based on 4 analysts here on Yahoo Finance, the average estimate is 3 cents, the low is 3 cents, and the high is a whopping 4 cents, with them doing 3 cents a year ago. Not too bad. And this is what I really want to focus on. The revenue estimate. Based on 7 analysts, the average estimate for revenue is about $740 million. The low is $730. The high is about $749, $750 million. And a year ago, they did $580 million of revenue. That is 27% projected sales growth year over year. Not bad. 25 to 30%. That's pretty good revenue growth projected here for SoFi, and it's only a matter of time before they hit on $1 billion quarter. It's heading in that direction, no doubt. I mean, last year they did 580. Let's say this year they do 730 or 740 million. We're getting close to that $1 billion quarter, guys, top line, which would be massive for SoFi. I'm super excited about that. At some point, we'll get there. But yeah, that's what you guys have to watch out for when it comes to EPS, revenue. That's a look at what the analysts are thinking right now. And this investment bank, which again, William Blair is saying, buy SoFi stock. I'm not telling you to go buy SoFi stock. That's what they're saying. And of course, you have to do your own research. In the stock market, you must do your own research as always. That's super important. And that's pretty much it for that. And we can see again now the stock market is moving up across the board, except for the Dow. The Dow is down 0.9% thanks to United Health Group, UNH. We covered that in my previous video. That stock is tanking right now, but the Russell's up 0.75%. QQQ's up around 0.3, not bad. And the S&P's up over 0.6%, not bad. And the VIX is down 5%, almost back under 30 points, which we want it under 30. We want it under 30, and it looks like it's heading in that direction. Not too bad. And SoFi, again, guys, it's in this channel, but if they crush earnings, man, if guidance is strong, that could be the sign or the catalyst the stock's waiting for an overall breakout. What do you guys think about that? And with that being said, I'm going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and follow along for more content. And join the free email list. I'm sending out my top stocks weekly in my email stock newsletter, which again, it's free. Use that link down below. Put your first name and your email address, and boom, you guys are in there. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.